Morning everyone. Typical James style, I'm over an hour late for the airport. I always plan to get to the airport an hour late, but it's over an hour and I've still not even left. Today's video is going to take a different format than normal, mainly Miss and Eileen and the kids, but again, on me, miscalculated the dates, completely forgot you can only renew your visitor's visa once. Visa expires in a couple of days, so I need to do a visa run. So come with me, let's go to Dubai. I've arrived at the airport, so let's go and check in and hopefully the gate hasn't closed. All checked in, 30 minutes to get to the gate, so not bad. Don't know if you can hear me or not on this, but that concludes our Burj Khalifa evening. We did 3 fountain shows. Does not make a difference when you have actual good music, like that bit of opera at the end. It just gives you the feels. It takes you back right to 2016 when we listened to, it's like a Chinese inspired one. Yeah, it was just really good, really nice. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the fountains. Yeah, fill it in with all the dramas on visa runs and hotel room and such tomorrow. Just walking to the metro station now. Dubai is no better than Qatar is really, in terms of all of the building work and road works and everywhere, just a bit of a mess. It's really frustrating when you build buildings but then don't finish the job. It's like they do 95% of it, have a nice fancy building, a nice footpath, and then a pile of sand or rubble or whatever else they leave behind. But yeah, so this is the bridge that goes over the I don't know, the road maybe. That's where the metro runs, and that's the metro station there. I have been using the Mall of Emirates metro station, but the problem with that one now is all of the roadworks around that. I end up having to walk through an underground car park to get into a mall, and then it takes me about 15 minutes to get through the mall up to the top floor to then get to the metro station. And this metro station's just equal distance really from where I'm staying, so I've just walked the opposite way today. But yeah, there's some snow, we'll call them cranky cranes. Yeah, so just heading down to Dubai Marina. We'll grab a coffee when we get there, and then I'll fill you in on all of my drama which led me to Dubai. So catch you in a bit. This is the inside of the metro station. They all pretty much look the same. Nowhere near the standard of Qatar's metro stations though. And the actual trains as well aren't that great.
Platform 2.
Started today, I've come down to Dubai Marina, which you can see. Just ordered a coffee at a quiet little, well, probably a restaurant to the side. So I'm just going to wait for the coffee to come out, and I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about the reasons why I'm in Dubai to do this visa run. So, a bit of a long story. So I'll take you right back to April when we applied for a 6-month family visa for me. So normally I just enter on a visitor's visa into Qatar. I don't generally stay more than 2 months, so after the 4 weeks I extend my visa and then I generally leave. But this time we applied for a 6-month family visa, which would have took me to the 25th of October. And then I entered with that visa in May, and then I left Qatar in July for summer. So I went home for summer, came back out in September with my sister and my nephew with the family visa. Everything would have been fine because it would have entered in September, it would have expired 25th of October, and then it would have extended it once for a month, and then it would have took me to just before my flight back out. However, it didn't really work like that. So the family visa, which we didn't know at the time, was only a single entry visa, not a multi-entry. I'm not actually entirely sure how you get the multi-entry visas, but They issued a single entry visa, so when I left in July, I actually voided that family visa, even though I had like 4 months left on it. So when I entered in September, I entered on a 30-day visitors visa. So the 30-day visitors visa took me up until the 20th of October. So in October, I had to go and extend the visa for 30 days. This was a bit of an ordeal in itself, actually. So to enter Qatar and renew extended visa, you need to have compulsory insurance from Qatar, from the QIC, and this generally lasts for around 30 days as well. So you need the insurance to cover the time that your visa is going to be there for. So I left it till the day my visa expired to renew it. Goes online to get my QIC insurance, and the website was down. It was being updated. So I sent them a message. This is at like 6:30 in the morning. Sent them a message and just said like, my visa expires today, so I need this insurance to go through. And they were like, not a problem. Just keep trying. It'll be fine. So kept trying. And the visa office in the airport shut at, I think it was 12 noon on the day I was trying to do it. So about 11:15, I messaged the visa people, the insurance people again, because the insurance website was still not working. So they did a manual policy for me over email, took the payment, sent it all through. I went to the airport 30 minutes before the passport office shut, or the visa office shut. But when I arrived, it had already shut. So basically I couldn't get my visa there. So then I was looking at flights booked, because the flights, last minute flights, were so expensive. I had a little look online, and there was a passport office in Deira. So I made my way down there. That was open till 6 PM. I think it generally just deals with Qatari issues. So yeah, I headed down there. That was dead strange in itself. The guy took my phone, dialed a number, called it, gave me the phone, and then I was just like, well, who am I calling? Like, what am I saying? Who am I talking to? And then he took the phone and ended up speaking to the people, and it was basically just finding out where I needed to go, which he didn't communicate. Sorry, just being attacked by a mosquito. Didn't communicate or anything, so he took the phone, he dealt with that, told me pointers where I had to go. So I went to this little security office outpost thing, and he directed me. He said, you need to go down the end of this road. So I've gone through the gate to this point, go down the end of this road, take a left, go down the ramp, car ramp into the basement, and that's where you go in. So I walked around, and I'm walking down this ramp thinking, surely this isn't right. Yeah, no footpaths or nothing, just literally just walking down this ramp with cars. So I get down there, find this big glass entrance, goes in the glass entrance, and the guy says, no, not here, the other entrance. So we have to direct me to that. There's literally no signs anyway. So it goes down, goes in, goes up, goes to the lady, and she was dead nice, and she was just like, yes sir, I've done it. And I asked her about when I tried to renew it myself online, it said unable to extend visa, allotted days, basically my allotted days in the country have expired, which I presume was the 30 days, but then I've since read something about 6 months. As a tourist, you can't be in for 6 months or something. So she extended it. I asked her about it, and she said, not a problem, say you stay as long as you like. So I was like, oh great, this is fine. Went away, had my visa, and then my visa was due to expire on the 19th of November, but my flight isn't until the 24th. So I was like, yeah, no problem, I'll just renew it again. Thanks. Thank you. So I was just going to renew it again as normal. It goes online, not available. Rang the Ministry of Interior, and they said, no sir, you can only extend your visitor's visa once whilst in the country. The only way to have a visa now is to leave the country and re-enter. So luckily I'd done this a couple of weeks before my visa expired, because I could have extended it at any point, because I literally need like 5 more days on the visa. So booked some flights and flew to Dubai. I was going to go with Fly Dubai because they were a little bit cheaper, but with Qatar Airways I get my Q points. So I think by the end of February when I go home, I'll have had enough Q points to have gone up into the next band. And then there's just loads of additional benefits like lounge access, and you also get 15 kilograms extra luggage. So I can fly home with 2 cases with an additional 15, which will be handy for when we actually move back. So that is the reason why I'm in Dubai. But in the back of my mind, I've also got that concern where that 6-month thing, being in Qatar on a visitor's visa for more than 6 months, and I don't know if it's in a 12-month period or not, but this will have pushed me over the 6 months for, possibly pushed me over 6 months for the year, or from when I first entered. So I don't know, it all depends how they're going to work it out. It'll probably be for the year actually, not from when you first enter, and if it is for the year, I should be fine. But either way, I'm just hoping they let me back into Qatar when I land, and don't just tell me no visa say. So yeah, that's my visa issue. So coffee's arrived. It's not a bad place to be drinking it really. Just got buildings in the background, got all of the yachts. the marina has been built up so much. So we were here in 2016. So we came over to Qatar to see Eileen's sister. So she was working on Deira at that time. So we came out to see her for 3 weeks, and we stayed. I think it was halfway through. We flew to Dubai for, I think it was 4 days, maybe 4 nights, 4 days, something like that. And that was my 30th. So whilst we were here, we went up to Burj Khalifa. That was on my birthday, and then obviously just explored Dubai for our first time and came to the marina. So at the marina, so this building here wasn't here. This building wasn't here. The next building wasn't here. I think there's a few in the background as well. I just went here, but just the change, just how rapidly these cities have just thrown up. It's absolutely insane. Anyway, so the coffee's arrived. Just a Americano, right? So there's one thing, I'm going to jinx it now, right? One thing that the Middle East definitely gets right is the coffee. It is good coffee, like. So yeah, so that's the visa fiasco. Obviously I'll update you when I get back to Qatar. Whether it's going to be me updating you from Qatar or me updating you from the airport stroke aeroplane being deported back to England. Who knows? While I'm finishing off my coffee, I'll talk you through me getting ready to leave for my flight yesterday. So you're probably going to have seen little snippets up until this point anyway, but obviously with it being a solo vlog, it's a complete different format, completely out of my comfort zone. Normally Eileen's the one that takes the lead on the videos, so I was like, right, I'm going to have this well planned, well structured, it's all going to flow, it's all going to be perfect, and then worked out all of my timings yesterday. I mean, this is me, I'm late to everything, so I was working out all my timings yesterday, getting ready to leave, worked backwards, planned originally to get the metro to the airport, so I needed to leave between 2:45 and 7 AM. That was the plan, and I always plan to get to the airport an hour late, so that's fine. So got out the shower, getting ready, and it was like 7:20, something like that. So literally got no idea where the morning went. Wanted to do a nice little intro to the vlog, didn't happen either. Rushed around, got myself ready, finished up the dishes in the sink that were left. Had a pack, still hadn't fully packed. I had my stuff in a pile, the majority of it, but obviously all of my stuff, my skincare stuff that I have in the morning, toothbrush and whatnot. So I had to pack all of that in the morning. So yeah, run around like a bit of a madman, getting ready, throwing everything into a bag. Did a little outfit check on the way out the door, called an Uber, and then I had the issue of my credit on my phone that had expired the day before, and I just not got around to putting any more credit on it. I really needed like a gosh, what's it called? A top up. Only there's a top up. So in Qatar, the top ups are awful. So you top up with whatever your package you choose, but it only lasts like a set amount of days. So normally the ones I get last 28 days, which is enough. But obviously this one had expired and I didn't need 28 days, so I've just done a smaller one that lasts 10 days, but obviously got to get a lot less with it. So yeah, so I had to frantically try and get that on while I still had Wi-Fi in the hotel, otherwise I wouldn't be able to top up. Called me Uber, got an Uber, the driver was like, "Oh, you okay, sir?" And I said, yeah, I'm fine. And then we were driving for about 5 minutes, and then he was like, "Sir, are you late for a flight?" And I was like, yeah, just a little. And he was like, "I will try to drive as fast as I can, sir." And I was like, "Oh no," I was like, I want to get to the airport, like don't be. So obviously he meant within the limits, but yeah, they just drive like bloody maniacs out here anyway. So he drove me to the airport, got to the airport, got to the check-in desk, and Qatar Airways have their own check-in desks, but they check in like several different flights, like Qatar Airways flights. So here's me thinking like, oh, I'm well late, but I'll get there and it'll be fine because no one else will be at my check-in desk. Well, every other Tom, Dick and Harry was at the check-in desk, so I'm stood in the queue and I'm debating to say something, to like go to the front, to tell them like, oh, like I think my check-in's like literally about to close. But I didn't. I just waited and I just thought, worst case scenario, I'll miss my flight, I'll just get the next one. Like I'm sure they'll just stick me on the next flight. So got through check-in. I had to check me backpack in because I was taking sun cream. So all of my other little things were well under the 100 mils, but obviously my sun cream was a 200 ml bottle. I don't think it had a 200 ml in it, but I just think that they would have said, oh, it's 200 ml, so no. So I ended up having to check that in. I'm okay, thanks. Thank you. So yeah, so I had to check my backpack in, but it was nice not having any hand luggage, but I did plan to go and see the brass statues and stuff they had there in the little jungle. I know we've added it in before, but they've got like a different brass statue there now from when I went. But obviously that didn't happen, so we got through security, and then I literally had 30 minutes before boarding. So we got through the gate, got through the airport to the gate, sat there for probably about 5-10 minutes if that, and I was actually considering doing the intro vlog there while sat in front of the aeroplane, which was sat outside waiting. Watch the pilot do his final checks, and then yeah, we called to board to be boarded. And then, as I said, it was a Qatar Airways flight. and I've not done a short haul Qatar Airways flight before, so obviously it's a luxury airline. I don't know, they're on the 7th or 8th best airline award now. So yeah, short haul flight. So got to my seat. It was nice. I was on a row of 3 with the window seat as normal, but no one was sat on either of the 2 seats next to me. So yeah, so sat there, and then I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, there's no pillow. So normally I get a nice little Qatar Airways pillow, a nice little blanket. I flew in shorts as well, short and t-shirts, which I don't normally do because it gets cold on the airplane, but obviously it's not a problem because you get a blanket. Obviously not on short haul flights. So I had no blanket, I had no pillow, I had no travel pack. The window had, you know, like a pull down shutter on it, and I'm used to me dimmer switches. So I was like, oh, telly was smaller, don't supply headphones, and normally on the Qatar Airways flights you can connect your own headphones via Bluetooth, which is quite nice because obviously if you've got the noise cancelling ones that go in your ear, the sound is much better than the ones that go over your head, because obviously there's loads of gaps around them and you can hear everything that's going on and the noise of the aeroplane in general. So yeah, so I couldn't connect that, so no entertainment, and I checked in my backpack, which had my book in it, so I didn't even have a book to read. But we did have Wi-Fi, so just a little scroll on my phone, and that plugged into charge as well, but they never charge. It's not like a fast charge is on an aeroplane, so it was just like a drip charge, so it basically maintained the percentage I was at. So I think the flight was, I think it's scheduled to be like 1 hour and 15, but I think you're actually in the air for like 45 minutes or something, so basically no sooner have you took off to your land, which was nice because I hate flying. I'm not scared of flying, I just don't like being trapped on an aeroplane and yeah, just basically stuck. And then I hate the 3 hours in the airport beforehand, so I only tried to get there for 2 hours, but then obviously you've got your travel time to get to the airport, and basically it turns out to be like a 12 to 14 hour day just to do a 7 hour flight normally from UK to Qatar. So yeah, so it was nice to arrive at the airport with 30 minutes to spare, get on my plane, be in the air 45 minutes, and then get off. So we landed in Dubai Airport. Dubai Airport has got nothing on Hamad International in Qatar. So got to immigration. The queue for immigration was massive, and like they have the way they barrier off, like cordon off the walkway, so you've got to follow like basically like your cattle being herded up and down the walkways. So I felt like I was walking through that for about 10 minutes, and then got to the bit where the actual people stopped walking and you were then in the queue. But it moved pretty quick. There wasn't much structure in terms of how they were calling people. They just kept opening barriers and taking, like the zippy barriers, so taking like the zippy thing off and then calling people through. But then there was people who'd been stood at the front of the queue that just, people were just obviously getting pushed to the front, and then people who were still waiting patiently at the other end were just kind of stuck. But yeah, went through. That was not an issue. Got my visa, and luckily for a later on story, they gave me a free SIM card with 10 gig of free data on, which I wasn't going to use because obviously I've got no data or anything in Dubai, but I've got 2 SIM cards in my phone. I've got a UK SIM card, I've got a Qatari SIM card, and everywhere has Wi-Fi, and then obviously the place I was staying was going to have Wi-Fi as well. So yeah, so that just wasn't really something at the time I needed, but thankfully it was something they gave me. So yeah, so we got out to the airport. I think it was about maybe like 11:30 in the morning, 11:30 a.m. And at Dubai International Airport, you've got access to the metro as well, straight from there, so that was really handy. So one thing about this travelling alone and living in Qatar as well was you just become really comfortable and confident with travelling around on local transport. Yeah, so we just jumped on the metro, got the metro to Dubai Mall, stroke Burj Khalifa stop, and then obviously you'll see the footage from that. You'll probably have already seen the footage from that because that was yesterday and I'm only filming this today. I'll probably put some footage in between these last 2 talking segments because you don't want to be listening to me ramble on for 25 minutes straight. So yeah, so basically that was it. Did Burj Khalifa, did Dubai Mall, and then headed to the room where I was staying. And that is going to be the next fiasco I film. I think chat about. Literally nothing goes right, but literally nothing I plan goes right at all. But I'll save that for this evening. Hopefully I'm going to head into, I don't know, they've got like a village thing which is a bit like in Qatar at the minute. They've got Lusail's Winter Wonderland, but like fairs, and you can walk, you pay like a basic entry ticket and you can just walk around, or you can get like upgrades where you go on all the rides and such. So Dubai's got something similar, but each part of the village it looks absolutely huge, but each part of the village is like a different place. So I think they've got like a China version and maybe Asia, and it's just broken up like into sections like that. So that was the plan, to go there this evening and just explore that. But last night's plan was
to go to the room, check in, charge my phone, and then go back to the Dubai Mall, basically bare fountains, stay at the fountains for an hour and a half, but I wanted to get there for like 6, half 6, which is when the fountains start at 6 p.m, and then they're on every half hour. So that was the plan, but with the whole fiasco from the room and getting to that, and then charging my phone, and then the charging, the sockets are crap, so I'll go through that in a bit. But yeah, so by the time I actually got back to the fountains, it was like 8:30 p.m, and then if I would have got there 6, half 6, I was then going to go into Deira and do the creek and go on that little boat there and then do the souqs and stuff, but that didn't happen. So now my dilemma for tonight is, do we go to Dubai Creek and do the souqs and all of that stuff, which is going to be like authentic Dubai, or do we go to this village, which looks absolutely amazing but is very modern and probably over the top as Dubai would do it, but not authentic Dubai, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's my dilemma for tonight, but either way, whatever I do tonight, I'll take a step back and film a little update and tell you about the room fiasco, and then obviously you get to see what I do tonight. So yeah, catch you then. As an additional point to the last little bit I've just filmed as well, just leaving Dubai Marina now. Yeah, probably not going to be back here before I go. So yeah, so I went to the fountains yesterday, and when I was there, I was obviously by myself. So I'm just taking selfies in front of the Burj Khalifa, as you do. Didn't really need any help, you know, you've got your wide angle cameras now, so that was fine. And then this Indian guy come up to me and he was like, excuse me sir, can I take your photo? And I was like, I didn't really need to take it. And he was just like there, like his puppy dog eyes just looking at me. So I was like, yeah, okay. So yeah, so he's there, wants to take me photo, and then he says, oh, over here, and there was like a balcony veranda bit, like made out of stone on the bridge, and then the backdrop to it was the Burj Khalifa. Sorry, I'm just trying to navigate roads. Yeah, so the backdrop was the Burj Khalifa. So it goes in and stands by the wall, my arms on it, and then I pull out my phone, unlock it, and then he's like, oh, no sir, on my phone. And I was like pictures of me for you or for me? And he was like, for me sir. And I was like, oh, like obviously this has happened a few times now over here. So yeah, so I was like, okay. I was like, well, you can have pictures on your phone if you take pictures on my phone. So he basically did like a full photo shoot on his phone, and then took photos on my phone. So I'll insert some of the pictures that he took on my phone, but it's really annoying because he was cutting off like the top of the beige. And I think like the only point of the photo, well for me, the only point of the photo was have me in front of the full beige, not me in front of half of it. But obviously his intention wasn't to have me in front of the beige, it was just to have me. So yeah, so if the random Indian guy that has, I don't know, probably 12, 15 photos of me on his phone, if you've got any good ones where you've got the whole beige in it, just pop them in the comments below. So yeah, so that was just a little bit strange. But yeah, it happens quite a bit here. We were in the barber's the week before, we were getting our haircut, and the barber there's just taking selfies. Yeah, he's just there taking selfies with Noah while I'm getting my haircut. And then we were on a boat. I'm not sure if Eileen put it in one of the other vlogs actually. We were on the Dow boat at the Corniche in Qatar, and this Indian guy came over and was like, oh, can I get photos with you and the boy? So yeah, so me and Noah were getting our photo taken, and then the Indian guy got in the photos with us as well, so he's just there, just, yeah, basically in a family photo shoot with a random, well yeah, we're random as he's random as. So yeah, it's just very strange, very strange. Off the metro at Max metro station, and just look at the architecture around here. It's just incredible. So they're still building it up. Yeah, just all of these buildings, insane. So we're just in search of the frame, which again is going to be another amazing piece of architecture. I'm undecided whether I'm going to go up or not yet, but we'll see when I get there. So a bit of a better shot of that building that I just showed you that didn't have the centre bit on. I've got 0 sense of direction, so I've come out to the metro, literally got no idea where I'm going. I was hoping I'd just come out to the metro station and see what I was looking for. But no, came out the metro station, turned, went the wrong way, halfway down the road, and then thought, oh, best check Google Maps. So yeah, so I'm now backtracking. But yeah, it's a good view. It's a bus. I've not been on a Dubai bus. I don't know how much the Dubai buses are either. The Dubai Metro is 22 riyal now, 22 dirhams for a day pass, which is about £5 maybe. Whereas in Qatar, for a day pass on the Metro, it's like £1.25. I found being here, everything is so much more expensive than what it is in Qatar. But I did buy a t-shirt yesterday in Mall of Emirates. Went into Mall of Emirates, went into Carrefour. Obviously we've got Carrefour in Qatar, so it's nice. Bit of familiarity. So yeah, so bought a nice Dubai tourist shirt. It's nearly got run over by this car. Yeah, little tourist t-shirt for Dubai. Which is funny because we've been living in Qatar now for over a year and I've still not got a Qatar one. But I'll pick one up before I go. The kids have got theirs. I was going to buy the kids one from here, but then I thought the kids want to go to Dubai. They want to go. I want to take them to the Burj Khalifa and just show them around that. So yeah, so we just thought if we make it here, maybe January or February with them, we can take them into a shop that they can buy their own or choose their own. Oh, so I found what I'm looking for, so I'll just spin around. So this is called the Frame Dubai, and I don't actually know what the building is. I just know you can go up it, and at the very top it has a glass floor, like a glass walkway, so you can see down, and then obviously the glass windows all alongside for you to look out the view. So we'll see that when we get there, but not entirely sure what the sides are. How pretty is this? So this is obviously like apartment blocks that they've built, but look at this, how flipping. Not really nice. So they've got areas like this which are just perfectly done, well executed, finished off, and then there's other parts where it's just, oh yeah, the building and the path's done, but then you just got a load of gravel and sand and stuff just lying around in between, and half of them are missing blocks within the pavement, which is just bizarre. Why they obviously they've not randomly missed them, they'll have taken them out for some reason, but just not replaced them, which is strange. But yeah, that was my little tour of the apartment blocks. So I found it, made it here to the frame. Impressive. It's all gold and shiny, and then if you look up here, can you see? I can't see. Yes, you can see. So you can see the glass walkways. Where if you're up there, you can look down. it's got good views over Dubai as well. I went to the ticket office when I got here, and he said the ticket prices were listed there, but the ticket prices were more here than they were to pre-book online. But when I had a little look online, I couldn't pre-book for today, which was annoying. So just having a look at ones around the outside. It's really annoying as well because it's fenced off just here. So you can't even go in. I mean, it's like a massive park area and you can't even go into ones around it. Yeah, it's nice. Managed to get the shot myself. I'll upload that in between this. And then this family turned up in a big black. I don't know what it is, Land Rover or something. Whilst I'm there, curbside, with my phone upside down, trying to do a time photo. And they like pull up behind me, and I'm there trying to do my phone, and I'm thinking, what is that black? What's that black? And I thought it was my shoe, until it beeped, and then yeah, had to jump out of the way. But it's really inconsiderate, isn't it? Because there's bloody parking spaces everywhere, and they have to choose the one parking spot that I was occupying. Anyways, got another photo, another core memory photo. Just annoying about the tickets, and because I know I can get them cheaper online, I just won't pay that price at the door, which is annoying. Yeah. And then as a side note, this floor that I'm walking on is cushioned, so I don't know if it's like a running track or something, but it's really nice to walk on. And hopefully the wind isn't interfering as much. But yeah, it's pretty and shiny. So I'm just heading back to the metro now to go home, charge my phone. At some point I need to grab some food as well because I've not had anything since breakfast. But look at these. No, I'd absolutely love these. This little brachiosaurus. We know it's me because it has a hump on its head. But yeah, this is in a Dubai park. It's a dinosaur park. Looks pretty cool. And they've got a big fence, so I can't even show you through it, like a big wall behind the fence. There's some more dinosaurs. So I didn't know this was here, so it's one to add to the list when we come back. Yeah, this is some eggs. Dinosaurs hatching out of eggs. Oh, and there's a... It's so hard to see with all this light. A spine. Still can't see. I can't see if you can see. But if you can't see, it's a Spinosaurus. Oh, and there's a T-Rex. Oh, every time I turn the camera around to see something else. So over that wall, you can see there's the T-Rex. And then there is a head. Dinosaur head. Yeah. But again, because the sun's here, every time I tilt my screen to show you, I just get black glare. It's near impossible. But we'll see when we get to the editing suite how much stays in and how much is cut out. I don't know what this part of the park is, but this looks pretty cool. I'll flip my camera and poke it over the fence. To get arrested in the process. So hopefully when we come to play it back, I'll actually be able to see over the fence too and see what's actually there. But it's a big park. Oh, I see some cats now. I think there might be a whole zoo in there because I think I've just seen a zebra too. Get some funny looks off security people, so maybe we will, maybe we won't, maybe we'll just risk it. That's it. That's all I'm doing now. Because the last thing I need is to be locked up in Dubai. Or deport. I suppose if I get deported, it's fine. Because I'll get my new visa when I get into Qatar anyway. Which is the only reason I'm here, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. So I'm just going to head back to the metro now, head back home, charge my phone, put my feet up for a little bit, and then get ready, head to Deira. Try to get to Deira as the sun's setting, that'll be nice. And then try and get to the village. There's going to be loads crammed in. But after yesterday's fiasco, I lost about 3 hours, so annoying, but we'll make it work. Made it to Deira souk. Oh, what the stories and the dramas. So got the metro on the red line, and I had to switch to the green line, do a couple of stops on that, got off. Was heading to the spice souk, which was the nearest place. So just going to experience the smells and such down there. So I get about 2 minutes down the road, and this guy comes over and he's like, "Excuse me, sir, can I interest you in watches?" I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not interested, I'm not really a watch person, thanks." And he's like, "Sunglasses?" And I was like, "Oh no, I'm okay for sunglasses." And he's like, "Bags?" I'm like, "Oh no, I'm okay for bags." And I thought, no, I want a bag. So I said to him, "Is it, like, are you close? Because I'm trying to get to the spice you." And he's like, yes, just round the corner, So he grabs me, takes me about 52 corners later, well away from the spice souk, which I was literally almost at. Literally just getting the phone out to film. I was literally on the next aisle street, the next street. So he grabs me and he takes me down and takes me to this back alley, into this building, up these stairs. I'm thinking this looks a bit dodgy. Anyway, so he gets up there and he brings out his wares. So I told him what I wanted, he got exactly what I wanted, and then obviously starts bartering. And I said to him, "How much?" And he goes, 970 dirhams. I was like, no chance. Like, no, if I'm paying that, I'm going to pay. I'd rather pay full price. So he's like, "Oh, I'll do discount, 850. No. So I said to him, "Listen, like, in Qatar I could probably get it for 200. And he's, I'm lost again. Yeah, I can probably get it for 200. And he's like, "Oh no, that's cheap. I'm like, "It is cheap. But if anything goes wrong with it, it breaks, whatever, stitching comes apart, at least I've only paid 200. So he came down again, I think it went to like 750, 500, 350, and I was like, no. I was like, honestly, I can get it for, I can smell spices, I can get it for 200, so I'm not going to pay you 350 when I get it for 200. So back and forth, sticks it in the bag for me, and then he's like, 250. And I was like, I'll tell you what, I'll do it for 220. So at this point, I'm just thinking, it's in a bag, just put it in my hands, let me get out the shop with it. Where the bloody hell have I gone? So just gave me it, and then he's like, cash, and I'm like, oh no, not cash card, I haven't got cash. And then he's like, oh, I'll take pounds, I'll take reals, I'll take dollar. And I've got an array of all of it, but I was like, I don't want to pay you in drips and drabs, because there's more chance that you're just going to get more out of me. He's going to swindle me each time. He was trying to swindle me with the exchange rate for reals as well. Thank you. I'm just going to have a little look, thanks. So yeah, he was trying to swindle me with the conversion rate for the dirhams to real, and I was like, that's not right at all. So yeah, so after all of that, and then I said card, and then when I said card, he then went up to 240, because he gets charged for card payments. So I was like, well, I can get it for 200, so I'm not paying you 240. So in the end, I compromised and paid 220, but I gave them 10 dirhams. Thanks. So yeah, so I did that and then walked out with the bag that I really wanted anyway. So at some point I'll do a grand unboxing of my genuine fake. I'm so lost. This guy's just directed me down this side street for the spice soup and yet to see a spice. So yeah, so I'm here. So as you can see from the surroundings as well, it's got nothing on Burj Khalifa, has it, in Qatar? I'm okay, thank you. I'm just browsing. Thanks. What, sorry? Yeah. So I absolutely hate this experience so far. So as I was saying before, I was grabbed by the first guy, and then that last video I've just filmed is probably just going to be scrapped, because I think I was halfway through mid-sentence, and then I was pulled into another shop. So in Qatar, you've probably seen in some videos we just say no thank you, it's fine, and they leave you. Whereas here they're just relentless. So yeah, so I've just been dragged into a shop, just browsing, just in the spice soup. I'm very well, thank you. England. Honestly, I'm fine. See, so they're just trying to pull you in left, right, and centre. No, thank you. So there's about 50 people just sat on this road, every one of them shouting, yeah. So yeah, so called into that little spice shop, not want to buy anything, ended up buying some, can't remember what he said it was called in Arabic, but I think it's very similar to like a peppermint or like a menthol, so they're like little crystals, which I'll probably show you when I get back to Qatar, but these little see-through crystals, and you just sprinkle them in hot water. I literally put like 3 little sprigs in hot water, and then you just breathe it in, which just cleared your airways. And I just thought, like, I'm really struggling here with the air conditioning, just completely drying me out. So bought them, and then walking down, another guy pulls me and he's like, just look, and it was a crystal shop, and I like crystals. So I was like, yeah, I'll come and have a look, seeing if there's 2 little gifts to buy the kids. I love all like the junk stuff they sell. Just 2 little gifts to buy the kids, and he's like, oh, what do you want? I'm like, I'm just browsing, do you like this, do you like this? So I liked a quartz, pink rose quartz heart, and then this blue rock with, it was like an egg shape, kind of like a dinosaur egg, and it had gold run through it. So I was like, oh yeah, that's nice. Thinking, like, never until I would like this, but at the same time, I'm not really here to spend any money. I've got a few dirhams left in my wallet. And then he's like, how much? I'm like, no, you tell me how much, 300 dirhams. Like what, 50 quid? Absolutely not. So yeah, I was like, no thanks. And then special price, 150. Hi. No, I'm okay, thank you. England, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
Excuse me.
No, I'm honestly.
No, excuse me. Can I put the chocolate? Test here.
No, honestly, I'm fine. I'm not buying
1
anything.
minute.
Back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. I managed to get out of the shop alive and without buying anything. So yeah, so he was saying 300 dirhams, 300, which is like 50 quid, so no, absolutely not. And then he was dropping down to 150, and then I was like, no, and he was like, you tell me. And I was like, honestly, like, this is your livelihood, you know the way I don't. Like, I'm just literally looking for 2 little gifts for the kids. Hello. Just looking for 2 little gifts for the kids. I've literally got 30 dirhams in my wallet, that is it. And then he's like, oh, you pay card. No, don't want to pay card. It's like, I literally want to spend the last of me change, and then fly home tomorrow, and that's it. Kids don't even really need a gift. They'll expect one, but you know what I mean, they don't need it. So yeah, so I got out of the shop. They called the second guy in, who was practically standing in the doorway not letting me out. And then he was shouting numbers at me, and then I was like, I've literally got 30 dirhams, that is it. Pay by card, I don't want to pay by card. And then they were talking in whatever language they were talking in, Arabic maybe. And then he was like, oh, you paying dollars? And I was like, no, I've got 30 dirhams. And he was like, oh, my friend says you've got dollars. And I was like, well, I have got dollars. I was like, and I've got some reals as well. I said, but I've got 30 dirhams, which I can't spend in Qatar. That's it. I was like, and then he's going, you know, this is rose quartz, this is worth X amount per weight, and this is, I can't even remember what he said it was, the blue one with the gold in it. This is worth X amount. And I was like, that's fine. I was like, I appreciate it, and I was like, and I appreciate that your livelihood and it costed this much money, and you need to make money on it. I was like, I'm literally just trying to spend 30 dirhams on 2 little gifts for the kids. I was like, so I would rather you saved your crystals and sold them to people that actually want to buy them. So yeah, so got out of that situation, and then you might see in the videos leading up to this, you might not, we might just cut it all out, or literally every shop I've walked past, they're asking where you're from, what you're doing, come in, what you do for work, where do you live, what language you speak, and then yeah, and I like looking in tat shops and just looking at all the little bits they sell, but in Qatar you can, and you can just say, oh, I'm just browsing, no thank you, and that's it, you give a loan, but not here. And I feel like every little video I've done so far and every little snippet, it's been like, oh, this is nice, but it's not Qatar. And as I started saying before, I don't even know if I finished it because I was interrupted about 36 times in between, but you can even see from just the surroundings, like this is the souk. It's literally got nothing on, like Souq Waqif has it, so it's just, even like the little old parts I've just been through, just nothing in comparison to the little old parts in Souq Waqif, even Souq Waqif, which I think is newer. No, thank you. There's loads of stuff that's just piquing my interest as well as I'm walking through, and I'm just can't stop because it's just, you give them an inch. Is that the saying? I'm okay, thank you. All trying to tell me fragrances are all, I just don't want fragrances. So yeah, so I feel like I've been to the spice souk. Hopefully you've seen some of the spice souk, but if not, I just needed to get out of here because I didn't want to be conned into buying some salt or sweet paprika he had me smelling. Surely that's no good for my nose. So yes, I'm out of there now, and now I'm heading to the gold souk, and let's just hope they're not as forceful in the gold souk, because I may come away with several items. It's It's hard enough saying no as it is. Look at all this tan shop. Just look at it. Okay. So at some point I'm just going to have to check my Google Maps. But just look at all. Yeah. So I'll just flip you around.
I mean, check these out. I'd have to wear them on 2 of my little bony fingers. Look how amazing they are. Yes. How pretty are they?
It's just absolutely incredible, isn't it? Like, I mean, it's very much the same as Qatar souqs, big old souk, but it is just honestly, like, look at this piece in the middle. Like, just wearing that for going for your dinner, going down to the local pub in all year, draped in the gold. Just look at it all. Just incredible, isn't it? But again, a little bit disappointed in comparison to what we've got in Qatar. I think the problem is these sapphires. I'm just browsing, thanks. I wouldn't mind some diamonds, but just browsing, thanks. Yeah, I think part of the problem is we went to Qatar first, and then obviously, oh my gosh, look at this. It's just insane, isn't it? You'd literally need like 3 bodyguards to leave the house. Crazy. Oh my gosh. That would be my daily outfit, nothing else. It's insane. Yeah, so I think because we went to Qatar first, obviously that set the bar, and then we were really excited to go to Dubai, and then we went to Dubai, and then it was just a bit disappointing. Like, nothing was lit up. I mean, things were lit up, but not in colours. They were just like plain, and in comparison to this, like the skyline in Qatar at that time, it was obviously all different colours. So it kind of just felt like it was just a bit anticlimactic coming here. And then after we got back to Qatar, I was saying like, oh, I don't think we appreciated Dubai for what it was. We were just comparing it too much to Qatar and Doha. So I'd like to go back and just make the most of the opportunity of being there and just enjoy it for what it is. And then I've came back a second time, and I feel like all I've done is compare like how this isn't as good, that isn't as good. Yeah, which is a shame, but you know, we've done it. I'll come back with the kids, I'll let them make up their minds about it. Yeah. I was that busy looking at the emeralds and diamonds, rings. So I've got a black and white diamond ring band, and I want to get it the exact same ring made, or with emeralds and diamonds. So I was that busy looking at the emeralds then that I didn't actually look at my phone. I think I had my hand over the camera. So, oops. But yeah, it's just I mean, it's nice. It's nice to just walk through. It's nice to just walk through and experience the smells and the hustle and the bustle. And just look at everything. But when you're actually stop and look properly, it's a bit disappointing comparison. So yes, I'm just gonna have a little wander around now. See anything exciting, I'll pop a little video on for that. But if not, I'm going to go down to the waterfront and then I will see you there. Start now. So yeah, just got on the little water taxis from the souk side, came over to this souk side, walked through the souk, and before I got on a taxi I bought a pack of playing cards, just like the gold ones with the bio. So yeah, they come in a range of prices for 50 dirhams, a lot of them are like 30, 20, but I got a pack for 10, which is what I wanted really. I think that's all we paid in Qatar, was around 10 PLN over there, so I had to go to my ones to go with our set. So yeah, got on the water taxi, came over this side, got grabbed by probably 8 stalls as I was walking past. The other guy there selling Christmas decorations, which look pretty cool. But then for a bauble, like a normal size bauble, which he was calling a big bauble, he wanted like 100, I don't know, 120 or something like that. And then literally 2 stalls down, I think for 25. And they had a little bell, which looked pretty cool, so I don't know whether to go back and get that or not. But yeah, I got grabbed by a guy in another Christmas shop. So I was saying just browsing, and he was like, no, come in and have a look, And I was like, honestly, I'm just passing through, just having a little look at the stores, I suppose, but not actually stopping to buy anything. So he dragged me in the shop to have a little look anyway, goes through all the stones, goes through all the properties of them, ones like health and wealth and calmness and black magic, just on a kid's bangle, stones for black magic. So I was like, absolutely not. Was trying to sell me the, I don't know what we call them, like obelisks. That you like the shard ones with the sharp points on the end, and I was like, absolutely not. I was like, even if that's common, like one of the children will end up stabbing the other child with it. So anyway, so he was showing me the little crystal bracelets, and he was like, how many do you need? And I was like, well, I'm not really buying, I'm just browsing. He's like, how many? So I said, well, I've got 2 gifts, I'm looking for 2 gifts. I said, but like, I don't want to offend you with a super low price, so he made me pick 2 anyway. So I picked a calm one for Deira and one for confidence and good energy for Noah. And then he goes and he weighs them. Not entirely sure why he weighs them, but they all look pretty much the same. And then he comes back with 150 dirhams, and I was like, no, absolutely not. Like 30, maybe like 28 quid for 2 little kids. And then he's setting them on fire with a lighter to show me that they're not plastic, they're not going to melt, they're actual crystals. So I was like, no, honestly, I was like, it's fine. Like it's your livelihood, it's fine. I'll just leave it. I'm just gonna go. So he's shouting at me as I'm walking out the shop, and then the other guy was like, no, how much? And I said, in my wallet, I've literally got 25 dirhams left. That is it. So he was like 30, and I was like, I've literally got 25. I was like, that's all I've got. So he was like, who you take then? So to be honest with you, I think they were worth what we paid. I definitely don't think they're worth like 28 quid for these 2 little bracelets. So picked them up, walked through, got down by the waterfront, which is where I am now. So obviously there's I don't even know what that is. I'm just going to call it a waterfront. taxi, but it's like a super yacht. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So yeah, so we got to the waterfront and then I was going to grab a coffee, but I've literally just spent the last of my money, so I might grab one to stay on the card, but I'd rather not. So the taxi I got was from around here before, and then we've crossed across the creek and settled here. Yeah, so that concludes really the shopping experience in Dubai Souq. Not one I'd recommend. It feels like a bit of a flea market. Very pressure, yeah. Harass you, drag you. Yeah, wouldn't recommend. Qatar Souq, it's dead nice. Say no thank you, we leave you to it. And in Qatar Souq as well, I like to say like best price before you even get into any of the negotiating. Like I just want the best price. If I'm not happy with your best price, I'm walking out the shop. So they generally give you a good price anyway, and then that's what you'd accept before you leave. And then really they'll shout after you as you're going to leave, like with a better price. Which I generally just, out of principle, I'll give them the opportunity for the best price. I'm not then taking a lower price. Whereas here, it's just not a nice shopping experience. And it's more in tune with how it was when we were in like Jamaica, Mexico. Like I've been to the shops in Turkey and they weren't this bad. But yeah. But I had a guy, I wish I wasn't got it on footage, but I had a guy who, he was like, "You're British," and I was like, how do you know that? Like, why would you just presume I'm British? And he was like, "Your phone case." So obviously I've got the Union Jack on my phone case, and I was like, "Alright, I'll let you off with that one." And then he was just chatting to me. He was just a dead nice guy, and he was like, no pressure to buy anything. He was just literally chatting, not even like come to my shop. And then he was asking what I'm doing, where I'm living, where I'm from, blah blah blah. And then he was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "Oh, guess." And he was like, "I'd say 28, maybe 29." I can't remember. I think it was in another video. But yeah, so basically that guy thought I was 10 years younger as well, but I was like, "No, 39." And he was like, "Oh no." He was like, "You definitely don't look like you're in your 30s." And I was like, "Thanks." But yeah, but I was like, with all this sun damage, like my skin's definitely aged this past year. But yeah, he thought I was 10 years younger. So that was nice. And then did try to pressurise me into buying anything anyway, so he was obviously saying it because I genuinely looked 29 and obviously wanted me to buy something. So yeah.
Morning. So it's day 2 of waking up in Dubai. I've just got off the metro at Airport Terminal 1. So I'm just walking through, I think I'm still in the metro station now. I'm just walking down to get to Dubai International. So, worked out my time and worked everything backwards. Wasn't doing too badly. Got to the Mall of Emirates, went into Carrefour, had a nice casual stroll, nice little browse, and then ended up buying the kids some Dubai chocolate. So it's, Delilah's always going on Dubai chocolate anyway, but it's actual authentic Dubai chocolate from Dubai. So we've got the original and then 2 extra bars, which is like a different brand. So you can do a comparison taste test with them. Yes, so just got off the metro now, an hour and a half later than I should have really. And now I'm going to have to jump off because I've literally got no idea where I am in the airport. Okay, catch you in a bit. That was pretty easy, but nowhere near as nice as Deira's layout or even Manchester's for the Qatar terminal. So yes, we've got the kids there to buy chocolate for them to taste test when we get back. That cost me almost 20 quid for 3 bars, which is just insane. So I've just got them in my little bag now. Didn't check them in, but on the way to the Mall of Emirates, there was like a little, they have loads of like little street food vendors, and they had one with loads of Indian foods, and I found 5 dirhams in my bag when I was swapping my bags over. So I
spent me 5 dirhams there, but I'm gutted because I've put it in my backpack and I've just checked it into the hold, which is really annoying. Thanks, thank you. So yeah, so I was hoping to have a snack on the plane, so that's annoying, yeah. That's it, so I'm just at security now, so I'm just going to go through security, get into the airport, and then I've probably got half an hour before we board, so I might have a little perusal on the way to the gate, so I'll check back in then. I weren't quite sure whether that was going to be a runway or not, and it was going to take off, but filmed it anyway. So yeah, I've just dropped all the stuff off, just been through security, that was fine. He's still driving. It's absolutely insane how big aeroplanes are. It just completely baffles me how they take off. Confused what's happening here, so now we're getting on this little train thing to go to the gate. We board in, I think it's 20 minutes now. I ideally need to go to the gate now. This is the train now taking us to our gate. We are going to the other side of the airport. The airport is absolutely huge,
Domestic ticket. Please hold on.
Okay, so we've arrived at duty free. It's a G-Wagon there that you can win. It's really annoying that duty free we're not allowed to buy anything that we want to buy, because obviously you can't take it into back into Qatar, so I'll have to wait until we way out of Qatar to do that. So yeah, so boarding starts in, I think it's like 6 minutes now, so I'm just heading to the gate. I've just passed an urban street food market in the airport. It looks pretty cool. Obviously you only get to enjoy these benefits if you get to the airport 3 hours before and not half an hour before boarding. Seems to have lost my gate number, seems to have disappeared off the signs. Backwards now. Okay. So yeah, so paying attention as normal. I quite enjoyed this last minute chaotic flying. We might actually walk past this market street food stuff now. But yeah, this flying experience doesn't seem anywhere near as bad as having to get to the airport 3 hours before. Just hopefully I make the flight. Got like a Dubai gift shop here, which looks pretty cool. And I love all my tat, but just don't have time to check my tat. There's a pilot just walking past me. Oh my gosh, where am I going? Okay, so I think we are going to walk past the street food now. So this looks pretty cool, this place. This part of the airport is much nicer than the part of the airport that you come in. Yeah, so this is the street food market. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I'd be happy with my samosas, which are me whole luggage. This way, maybe. I don't know. Let's just go this way and see where we end up.
Made it back home now. There was a short walk from our local metro station back to the hotel. Temperature was 31 degrees, felt nice and warm, and it smelled like Qatar. So if you've been to Qatar, you'll know the smell it has, and it just smells really nice. It just feels nice to be back here after being in Dubai for a few days. So I've got back to the apartment, unpacked. I've thrown all of my clothes straight into the washing machine. Got the little gifts out for the kids. Ate a samosa, drank a gallon of water. So that's it, that's me done. If you've enjoyed this video and the format it's been in, let us know and we'll see if we can produce more along these lines. Thanks for joining me on my 2-day adventure in Dubai. All of the chaos, renewing my visa, having all the experiences. Thanks for watching, I'll see you soon.
Dubai chocolate tasting.
Dubai chocolate taste test. So when I was in Dubai doing my visa run, if you saw the video prior to this one, you'll have seen that I picked up 3 bars of, well, 1 bar of the original Dubai chocolate and then 2 imitation Dubai chocolates. So the kids love Dubai chocolate, so we picked up the 3 bars and today we're going to taste test them. Before we get into the taste test of the Dubai chocolate, whilst I was in Dubai as well, I bought both kids a crystal bracelet each. So Delilah got a quartz crystal bracelet. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit, come closer into the camera. Here we are. So a quartz crystal bracelet, which is meant to be calming, to help calm Delilah down, but it doesn't seem to be working. And then Noah's bracelet, which was for, okay, stop moving. Which I can't remember what crystal it was, but it is for confidence. Do you like the bracelets?
Yeah. You said it was scared too.
Scared? Well, yeah, confident. Don't kick the table, please. Right, sit up. So the 3 bars we got is the original Dubai chocolate, pistachio kanafa milk chocolate, and then we got the cookies and cream kanafa. And the last one is, oh no, I was making it blades, is cream, I think it's meant to be like bueno kanafa. Move it back a little bit, please. So these 3 bars of chocolate cost close to £20, but the original, so it comes in nice gold foil with a little sticker on it as well, which looks pretty nice.
Can I take my bracelet off?
Not yet, just nice.
Ooh, that looks delicious.
looks like it's melted a little bit as well.
No. So it melted on the plane.
Probably covered in kanafa.
Just.
Covered in kanafa, that.
Okay, let's just get that one ready.
Hi.
Wait a minute. And then the second one is the bueno. Again, gold foil, but this one doesn't have the fancy label on it.
Aww.
Oh, this one's exciting.
Is it the colourful one? Oh my goodness.
How cool is that?
No, Daddy, try that one. Of it.
So you can see here that 2 squares of this is the equivalent to 1 of the original, with the Dubai chocolate. And it's probably twice as thick as well, the original. And then the last one we're going to taste test is the same brand as the bueno, but it's cookies and cream.
Daddy.
This one's got a shiny metallic silver foil, whereas the last one was a matte.
Can I see? Daddy.
No way.
Ooh, that one
So
looks
it's
like
got a
the
little bit
other
of
one.
colour on it, but not as much as the last.
This was the most colourful of them all.
Okay, so which one are we going to try first?
This one.
Okay.
So can I pick my
I
one?
was going to save the message for last.
Pick this one. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on.
Oh. Why?
Okay.
Now where's your bottom meat?
I like it.
You like it great.
School.
School?
Yeah.
That's one of the best Dubai chocolates I've had.
What was that like?
I like very kunafi.
Very kunafi. Is that the best Dubai chocolate you've tried?
This one.
Yeah, but you've tried all the Dubai chocolates
They're all kunafa.
from Qatar, though, haven't you?
Yeah, all kunafa.
Okay.
But the original is really good.
The original
Next
is
one.
good. So now this is the crema beano canape, which I think is the bueno one.
Are you gonna tell them why you're not tasting any?
No. This one smells just like a Kinder Bueno.
Can I take this one?
Yeah. So this one's not as thick as the other one, is it? So this is more chocolate than it is canape.
Really good.
Good.
Tastes like Kinder actually.
Kinder Bueno, that's what it smells like.
Smells like Kinder.
What does it taste like?
Kinder.
Kinder.
Like the Kinder chocolate, Kinder egg and yogurt.
Is it so I can get the taste away? Oh.
Done.
Yeah.
And then the last one is the cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream.
I think I'm really gonna like this one.
Cookies and cream.
So I think this is meant to be Oreo inspired Dubai chocolate.
I thought it was
Just
Oreo.
tastes a bit like Oreo,
Is
but
it?
more good like that. I think it's meant to be Kinder and cream.
Definitely cookies and cream.
Tastes like Kinder.
Good.
It tastes a bit like the last one.
So which one was the best? The original Dubai chocolate. Delilah. No, what about you? Which one's the best? You've got to pick your favourite. The original.
Can I have one more?
And then which one was the second best? So you're going cookies and cream, you're going for the bueno.
Because this tastes like Kinder.
Daddy, you said I could have more.
Can we just be happy with what we've had?
Will we have that the rest after dinner?
Why don't we have one more, Dad? Please.
You're gonna have dinner now. So you're gonna tell the vlog which was the best and why it was the best.
Which is the best and why is it the best?
The camera's there, isn't it?
I think the Dubai, I think this one
The
was
original
the
Dubai.
best because I just really like it.
You got more kanafa in it.
Yeah,
There was more filling. There was thicker chocolate.
it just tasted really good.
Another half of cookies and cream.
why did you like the Bueno one, Noah?
No, it's that one. Okay,
Cookies and cream. Okay.
Because it tastes like Oreos and I like Oreos.
Okay.
It tastes more like that one.
It tastes more like that one.
Yeah.
Well, that one definitely smelled like Bueno. So there you have it, out of the mouths of babes. Dubai chocolate, the original, pistachio kanafe is the overall winner. And then joint second place was Delilah's favourite, which was the Bueno.
Yeah, I like that one. That was my favourite. And that was
Second
my
favourite,
Yeah.
yeah. Joint second. And then Noah's favourite, which was the cookies and cream.
Cookie and cream.
You gonna say bye-bye?
Bye.